udara, cuma orang kasih sambung bluetooth kali ya. Nanti dah usah dulu dah. Apa ini? La Strada. The moment of the truth. Sanetti. Bismillah, ini the moment of the truth. Lionel Messi. Wis, LB. Roberto Carlos. Got you, buddy. Oh ya, bukan Roberto Carlos, apanya di nomor satunya. Terus cara lihat semua pemain, lihat semua. Dapat Roberto Carlos. Rating keseluruhan. Dapat Roberto Carlos. Ada Roberto Johan Cruyff 87. Tapi ya boleh lah. Roberto Carlos, cok. Franco Baresi kah? Ini kah? Tidak mungkin. Impossible. Robertson. Sudah ada Robertson. Franco Baresi kah? Apakah Messi kah? CB, Franco Baresi, Kak Johan Cruyff saja enak sekali. Ini baiklah depanku, pemain depanku. Wah, ada. Barel ada. 105. Wajoy. Nice. Intilah. Kecepatan Muhammadan 103, kekuatan tembakan berapa nih? Tindak 102. Akselerasinya 4, keseimbangan, stamina, lompatannya sih pendek, skill penendang lengkung luar, umpan silang menukik. Umpan silang menukik itu edge cross, yuk enak sih. Wow, whatever. Langsung gaskan. Nggak berguna tuh. Pengawalan dari main rap matoy. Kita tidak instruksikan dia bertahan.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's Foden. Great vision.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
Been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
He's had
Where?
some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Robertson. Either side especially adventurous early on.
Kiperku kasih, Pak.
He's missed, but not by that far. Terkatung United with the corner. They're first. He's felt that, hasn't he? Robertson. Oh, this is a terrific run. He's having a shot!
Diserang bertubi-tubi.
Brilliantly!
Hazard is offering a right smile there.
Terkatung United have their second corner now. And now a second chance to counter. Raul.
Nice.
Tries to pass it through.
Apa sih?
Vitinha
Gila
showed
betul.
plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, Red, nice interception. Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Vitinha. Inter Milan finding their passes. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Ferdinand, coy.
Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Hazard. Foden. Robertson. Spread neatly. Hazard gets into some space.
Slow down.
Terkatung United have their third corner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Raul. Foden cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now it's Hazard, and he's intervened well there. Hazard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Chooses to go back.
That's good defending. He squeezed the play, and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Hazard.
Raul.
That looks a decent ball, and he's worked it through. Oh, that is a
Boom.
chance! Goal! Inter! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Inter Milan have fired themselves in front.
Dauf.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough.
Roberto Carlos.
Feeling they'll be wanting another as
RG
soon as
crossing. Panjang sekali kakinya Rio Ferdinand.
to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Ish.
And here's Hazard. And the shot!
Nice save.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Lari.
And now they can spring out of defence. Is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Inter Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal
Nice.
in the first half here. And the score, Torres! Oh, he did the hard part right.
Fake shoot tadi enak ya.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Well,
Teduh,
look,
Mak.
they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to
Mak,
use it.
bapak.
Punched away. Takes aim, climbs up big. Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
There's the end of the first half.
Good game, good game.
A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Inter Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm
kalah.
expecting things to open up now, and we get some free-flowing football.
Duh, Raul.
Oh, what has... It's Raul!
Itu dia, Raul.
They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, they could break here.
Oh,
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
duh, jaringan.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, it's come loose. He's been caught on it here. And he shoots!
Ih, Kokcu.
Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Kukçu really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Robertson. So we've reached the hour mark. That's a lovely, neat pass. Raul. Foden. And he's running through. Look at the space here. And it's made its way to him. That's going to be a goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Whiteton United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Time and again they are repelled. Hakimi. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a good foot in there. Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Foden. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Ah,
Vitinha. Looking tidy in possession here. Koundé.
Inter have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Raul. This looks promising.
wasit.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substitution on the field. Number 47.
Kokchu is standing over this one.
Number
Opportunity then to
20.
pull. Kokchu!
Coming on the field.
Marcelo.
Really is nothing.
Kokchu.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was
Osman.
quite close.
Xavi Alonso. He is starved of space and time. Driving on and making good progress. And the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's a good ball. Big chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
And it's played forward. Kokchu, who's set up one goal so far. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. And it's Hakimi. Ball's gone out of play.
Mana putaran
And
itunya.
time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Hakimi. Ball played for Kokchu. Knocks it into space. That's really well manoeuvred. We've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Torres has it in a wide position. Played out towards the right wing. Fernando Torres. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shapes to shoot! Yes!
Script bro, script.
There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Habis Rodri.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Added minutes
Well,
has
you
been
had to fancy
indicated.
him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. They're up to 5 corners now. And the keeper beats it away. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And he's managed to get free. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's there to belt it away.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Oblak breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And the referee brings it to a
Kena
close.
Robertson.
Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could
Please
be
be
only
reminded
one
that
outcome.
drinking is only allowed in the
No,
areas shown on this
collecting the
map.
match
Thank you very
ball
much for your
and
work.
Dapat 3.200 Tina Rifki.
Agak menangis.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And already we're underway here.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone could argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's in a good position here. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Inter Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. To open the scoring. Oh, that's a brilliant save! Rijkaard. And it's De Jong. And Jamal. Vitinha producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's been played through. He's in a great position here. Well, the defence proved infallible there.
Anjanya.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Torres.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Goes for a shot! Inter! And Inter go in front. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So the game's first significant moment.
Marquinhos.
Perhaps we anticipated.
Cuma Marquinhos saja, Kong.
That has been clubbed away. Ah, good steal. He just read it.
Fortaleza clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He might be in here!
Oh.
The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He'll fancy himself from here. Messi! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Messi certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Rodri. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Kochu. Fernando. Bullish header!
Ah,
De Jong. The most accurate pass. It's a decent clearance. Neymar. Pedri. De Jong. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That pass isn't the best.
This is the time you need that pace.
Vitinha. Raul. And here's Torres. Half an hour played now. That's the throw. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Pedri. Pedri has got himself a free kick. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
say
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Rijkaard, he is always looking to break lines. That's a shade optimistic. Keeper's got good distance on that. That is good alertness. And here's Messi. And this is Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
ah,
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, sweet feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well played, well played. Kochu. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, super find. It's not an especially good pass, that. Yamal. And it's Belletti. There's the cross field ball. Now it's Neymar. Rijkaard. This is De Jong. He's chosen to go back. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
habis, habis.
And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Inter Milan have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And Messi! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Kochu has created one goal already. Vitinha, quality ball. Now it's Raul. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. That's a simple one for the keeper. De Jong. Now it's Messi. Gets a good foot in there.
Wih, lewat
Can he
dong.
get on the end of this? Neymar could try cutting inside here. Kochu. Vitinha. And it's Vitinha. Raul. Now it's Torres. Inter Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Oh, he's bustling through here. Great ball, a great chance. Loose ball now, and and he's following up. we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rodri. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Kalah we.
This ended up in no man's land.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Saliba. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh, it's hit the post. Somewhat off target. Closing in on goal. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. And he's there to clear it.
Salah
De
dong.
Jong.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Yamal. He's found a way through. That pass has been well intercepted. Hakimi. Rodri. Kukçu. Oh, that's a key interception. De Jong.
Eh,
Now it's Messi.
tara dapat.
That is good
Dapat.
pressure, just hounded him off it.
Nice satu kali bung.
Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. Vitinha. Vitinha! Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the keeper beats it away. Played back. And it's Vitinha. It's a searching pass.
Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
It's roll! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Serginho.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
And it's Bellingham. Now it's Messi. 1-0 as we head towards the end. That has been cut
Di
short.
marking itu.
De Jong. Now it's Messi. Serginho. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And this is Messi.
Fortaleza really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And he's managed, takes a shot!
Si.
Un minuto di recupero.
Right card. Still no way through.
Odo
And
keboro.
that will be the final act. Into the land have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the...
Jago ini. Indonesia.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. So it's away we go then.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Out towards the flank.
Pantul, salto.
Well, that's a sharp enough swivel, struck first time.
Well, he certainly got enough purchase on it. Now he's got to think a little bit more about the accuracy. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now it's Torres. Now it's Raul. Kokchu. Hakimi. Van Dijk. And it's Hakimi. Now it's Vitinha. He's shifting through the gears here. Alvarez. Alvarez! Now who's going to be first to this? Kokchu. Well-timed, excellent interception. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Fernando Torres.
Ih,
Martinez gets it clear. Now it's Kane. And he cuts out the supply. Vitinha. Inter Milan are seeing more of the ball, but still carrying much goal threat. Electra gets his
ih,
against the crossbar.
ih, gay.
By the woodwork.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
He's picked his way through. And Dijk deals with that comfortably. Kokchu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. It's a pretty loose pass. Indonesia upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it.
Shapes to shoot!
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Stood up well to him there. Fernando Torres. He is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. He's on it, can he get away? Now it's Vitinha. Vitinha. And he will grab chance! Vitinha.
Oh, sorry.
Now what about a counter-attack? Koundé. Koundé ploughing through the middle.
Pusing.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's beautifully weighted. Martinez claims comfortably. Oh, that's delightful. Rodri. Raul. Here's Rodri. Raul.
Pantul dikit.
Passes short and
Aha.
sharp. Diaz. Vitinha. Looking for the run. Now that's well seen too. Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build.
Satu kali, bre.
Really nice passing. Now it's Raul.
Raul.
Looking to play him in.
Eh?
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Aduh. Lama sekali scanning.
Defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Salah crosses. Rodri. Kukçu. Now it's Torres. Vitinha. Now it's Torres. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Now it's Vitinha, and this is Raul. Now it's Vitinha.
Habis.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, no goals so far, but it's certainly not through lack of effort. They've had quite a few opportunities so far, but their shooting, not good enough.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
There's the start of the second half.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Inter Milan finding their passes. And this is Torres. Keeper's got good distance on that. And Dyke wins the duel this time.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
And here's Raul. Oh, good take in a good area. Diaz. And it's Bellingham. Hakimi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Kukçu. It's played through for him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Raul.
Kenapa ditahan, bro?
Diaz. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Vitinha. Now it's Raul. Oh, he's burst through. He's having a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
He's got full. Turns and goes back. And it's lofted through here. Bellingham. Here's Vitinha.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
Showing great. He's gone for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Carlos really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Inter Milan have their third corner. There's the header! Oh, crossbar! And this is Torres. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's worked it through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, smashing header. He's missed, but not by that far. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And here's Alvarez. And this is Messi. That's a... There's the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Kane actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero
It's their
11.
second corner of the game.
Fernando Torres. Numero 17. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18.
Van
Il
Dijk
numero
getting this one
15.
clear.
Messi.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And they've got a throw. Rodri. Now it's Kokchu. Strong running down that left flank. Bellingham gets a foot in here. That pass isn't the best. Vitinha. Messi.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Rodri cuts out the pass. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He might be in here. Now it's Alvarez. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Diaz. Now it's Alvarez.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a
Big
key forward in the
no-no.
box.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Messi. No, he wasn't going to let him past. The pass is intercepted. And it's Messi.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Vitinha. Rodri. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Great vision. Bellingham looking for options for movement. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
That pass has been well intercepted. Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Out to the left it goes. Time added on will be 2 minutes. That's at the end. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through.
Muhammadan.
Buset. Sudah ada Lionel Messi di sana.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The
4-0.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in
Bismillah.
black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. And as you can see, we've already started here.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly
Chance!
Well, they
And it's a goal!
would have been looking
Oh, ini
for him to
easy.
produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look?
And the shot! And
Fake
he's
shoot.
really put himself on the line here.
Enak tadi fake shoot kah?
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Muhammad.
Of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Cruyff. Threads one in, and he welcomes it in, and he's managed to get shoots to shoots. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Chances keep on
Ditunjuk
coming.
keluar.
Another corner. Inter Milan have their second corner now. And it's Rodri. Vitinha could try cutting inside here.
Vitinha. Salah dong. Ay. Turun,
Luis
Van Dijk.
Suarez. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Kupchu. Raul. Here's Vitinha. And it's Kupchu.
Tidak ada bang.
Rodri.
Kasih.
Nedved.
Lewat mana Bodin lah. Asih. Harus dikasih begitu Messi.
Reckless challenge there.
Kuning tok.
The player's body language
Go
here
on, Doc.
is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster,
Messi
you've got to get
gondrong.
to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Hoisted in. He rises! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking here to chip it through. That's an excellent interception.
Bukan itu
Here's Cruyff. Lewis. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. They are
Suarez.
big business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And that has added a whole judge.
Mada.
Really well taken goal. truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always
Carane
pace.
kali,
That's what
bre.
really rips defenses apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Ih, kurang keras di.
So we have a breakthrough. Now Messi.
Masuk.
Oh, it's come off the upright. And this is Messi. Vitinha. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
Muhammad Rasulullah Bodina bre.
Torres stood his ground strongly. And it's Vitinha.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort
Bismillah.
to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
They've scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Ah, terlalu
The angle
licin-licin.
was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to
Ay,
squeeze it in near
dapat.
post. He didn't have much to aim at.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Corner number 3 coming up. Terrific header. He will be livid with himself. Rodri is there and he can pick it up. Now it's Raul. Rodri. And it's Cruyff. Raul.
Lama sekali.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Rodri. Kupchu. And it's Cruyff. Well, that's
Astaga.
beautifully weighted. And he shoots! Messi! Genius! Piercing.
Oh, di press dia. Nampaknya nanti. Tak di press.
Forces it through.
Dia
Well,
shoot
sat here,
ni.
Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a
Ah.
wonderful view of it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Raul. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ci saranno
here's
3
Cruyff.
minuti di recupero.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. Oh, he's had a shot!
Udah bang, udah bang.
Quite wonderful.
Jago lu bang, jago bang.
About as smooth as it gets. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all.
Nyamai.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And Messi! Denied by an instinctive. And the referee brings the first half to a close. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably see their effect.
And a chance! It's a goal! And the second half is off to a flyer! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager.
Luis Suarez! Oh, not the best of headers. Probing pass. Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's just misjudged that one. Terkatung.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just can he finish? And he hits the net. It's level again. What a match we have.
Masih koro-cokoro
Well, this
cuy
is just
ini.
incredible.
Tapi
I mean,
banyak
who
uang
would
lah.
have seen this? Not a manager, I think. It's all happening.
Allah.
I
Ah
think
begitu.
you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
We have ourselves a real game here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
spettatori.
Almost an hour gone. Hakimi, Rodri, Vitinha. He's in a great position
Ah.
here. It's a sharp
Ah.
pass.
Oh
This is
ketu.
Messi.
Haha.
Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Oh, it's fallen loose again.
Mana
He
cok?
scores! Into the lead once more. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Aduh.
And it's Cruyff. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Aims beyond the defence. And this is Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Raul. Now it's Torres. Dink through.
Kontrol nah.
Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Aku je. Ora jelas.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Raul.
Lo
Has a look and
Script,
plays it
script.
forward. And he was quick to react.
cheat.
That's an imaginative pass. And this is Messi. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter.
Ketebak,
They want
Cok.
another one, and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Messi. He is
Di
just
utak-utaknya
caressed
Messi
and
gondrong.
no mistake. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and
Abang.
he's done that so often.
Clinical, just clinical. Rodri with the foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Beckenbauer. And it's Nedved. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he was
habis.
alert to it. Terkatung. Now it's Torres. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Berat.
Into Milan, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And here's Torres. And he's
Ay,
quick to
la
snatch it
mana.
back. Cruyff.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He has found a way through. Messi. Messi!
Ora bisa ambil cok.
And he nearly went all the way.
Nelson just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge, and he'll rise to it.
Now it's Messi. Tries to play it through. Fernando Torres. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning.
Nah.
So good for
Ci saranno 3
And
minuti
time
di
going up
recupero.
here, it's 3 minutes. It could be in here.
Ah.
Tries a shot.
Udah bang.
Yes!
Udah bang.
And they are
Bang.
pulling clear here. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a
Ah,
lovely moment.
Nesta.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Lagi enggak.
And
Lepas
that
ke
is that.
mana
Inter
tadi tuh?
Milan played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving.
Buset. Jago pak. Let's go.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet
everybody,
to
and
kick off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go.
This guy Roberto Carlos really is a unique player.
Ari,
Pete.
Dove, nice,
The pace, the power, the set pieces.
Tries a shot!
easy.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who
Ah.
go behind that defence. One good
Terlalu
ball,
mengkalut-kalut.
Chelsea finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Roberto Carlos. Flings it
Itu dia.
across.
Ih, tar ada sambar. Ay,
Azar.
awas.
This is Batistuta. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That's the keeper's ball. Roberto Carlos. Raul. Now it's Torres. Vitinha.
Wasit.
It's taken out. That'll be a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, if he's
Wah,
serious
masuk
about
ini.
trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Nice.
That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
And it's lofted through here. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Raul.
Umpan salah-salah.
Nice looking ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That has been cut short. So just the one early goal to
Buset,
report so far.
nice
1-0 the score.
Marcel turun.
Can he get on
Nggak
the end
bisa
of
ambil.
this? This is Hazard.
Yeah.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vitinha, Raul, and this is Torres.
Satu kali sayang.
It's played through for him. Face to face with the keeper, takes a shot.
Itu dia fake shoot and flashing.
And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So that's 2 now without reply. Oh, with this, he's got through. Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Gitu.
Inter Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Modric. And it's Hazard.
Pam.
Endrick. He might be in here. Endrick! That was produced there, the
What?
crispest of hits.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
And reclaimed it in a trice.
Ngelek, ngelek parah.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Rijkaard. Now it's Torres. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hazard. Nice bit of trickery. Endrick. Endrick is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Getting too much time on the ball here, that is pressing.
Ngelek.
Oh, what a mistake! He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Fernando Torres. Raul. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Dapat.
Great ball if he can get
Ay,
there.
Van Dijk.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And a chance!
Tidak offset, Cok.
And the assist there! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Endrick. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Kukcu. Well read, nice interception. Yamal. But they've got it again. And it's Kukcu. Lovely. Now, and Batistuta!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Turns and goes back. And the finish! They did it!
Cacalak desero.
Oh, right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some
Relax.
slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
he goes! Shot at goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Ngelek.
Inter Milan are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Celebrating their wedding anniversary
Terrific
today.
half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. No way through, so back it comes. That is a brilliant interception. Danger averted for now. That's a clever-looking ball. Shoots! He's scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That was a given. It always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade.
Ya,
His first goal seemed to just...
He's had a shot!
Nah.
Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Kaya
very,
salah
very
umpan
good.
belah.
Can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then.
Well, he certainly
Jauh,
wasn't
jauh,
in the
jauh,
mood
jauh.
to take any risks.
Rijkaard. Can he get it through? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Climbs up big! Van Dijk gets it away and again! And he hits the net!
Termasuk akal.
Level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That was fabulous. Is having a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Fernando Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Inter Milan have their third corner. Oh! Denied by an instinctive save.
Raul is offering a right smile there.
Engages and forces him off the ball. That looks a decent ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's in a great position here, and he's managed... And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal, Inter! And they're
Kiper
back in
keroco.
front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot.
Great chance! No mistake!
No mistake.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Siapa dik? Kamavinga. Kamavinga Declan Rice nih. Paul.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Endrick. Number
Changes
Hazard.
on both sides, actually.
Coming on the field, number
Inter
12.
Milan take a 2-goal
Van
lead
Basten.
and are looking good
Number
for the win.
20.
Well, they're very
Nielsen.
much the better team at the
Substitution.
moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Looking to play him in.
Banyak gaya, perang
Defence
utama
just
nang
about
umpangnya.
came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mbappe. That's good vision. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He is through here. Shapes to shoot. Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. And this is Batistuta. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Overhits. And Dyke promptly onto that, and that is that. Kochu tries to play it through.
Yay.
Mbappe.
Nice.
Great vision. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Mbappe. Can he finish? And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moment as defenders for that.
Double
They've
touch
never got tight
terus.
to the score. Simple as.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Sambar.
Modric really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Allah.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Searching pass he's played there. Kochu drives it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Rodri. And the ball's gone astray.
There will be 5
Hakimi
minutes
kept
added
his eye on
time.
it, and he's there. Raul. Oh, super find. And he welcomes it. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, extraordinary. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. 5 minutes to add. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Looking for the run. And he plays one through.
Dapat. Para bisa.
Decent chance! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Kaputu.
Not going up front in a hurry. And that will be the final act. Inter Milan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner.
Dah dikasih ini lagi yang susah. Oke, buka.
Wow. Pamecano Cannavaro.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Another episode of this age-old tale. And Torres! You've got to be quick to recover this. That is good strength. Goes for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Bellingham. Stojkovic. And it's Bellingham. That looks a good ball through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mbappe
Nice tackle.
unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Shoots! Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Yellow card
Has
it.
resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Serginho. Bellingham. And it's Pedri. Nice looking ball. Pedri is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's made its way to him. He's having a shot! Goal! Milan! First blood drawn. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter. But you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And this is Torres. Oh, just skips past his man. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. Throw it. Oh, that was vital. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer.
Gets his head on it! And he's heaved it away. That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Great vision. Stojkovic looking to run onto it. Corner then.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Kukcu, aims beyond the defence.
Ah,
Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty.
merah.
And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
That's positional goals, the utilization of space.
Kenapa itu diambil deh? Fitinya terkitat.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected though. Well look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. Kukcu receives it in a good position here.
Eh,
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Threads one in, and this is Raul.
ah,
Well, he got rid because he
Astagfirullah.
was under pressure.
Ay, apa kurang paham tak bos? Kanan,
Can he get onto this?
Saliba.
Shot could be. Can he finish?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And he's lost his man here. Tries to pass it through. Shapes to
Yes. Sip.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on?
Mhm.
Even better, can they get another?
And here's Stojkovic.
Ci saranno 3
Can
minuti
he
di
spark a
recupero.
counter here? The final seconds now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Roberto Carlos. Well, that pass isn't the best. Knocks it into space. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Bukan jadi itu
That is gonna
merupakan.
be the final action of the first half. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that
Betul
coming,
memang,
nor I
betul,
think
betul.
anybody in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Instant pack, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that.
Sostituzione per
Intense
l'Inter.
and utterly
Numero
captivating.
11, Fernando
Into
Torres.
Milan, head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Inter Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Oh, super ball!
Eish, kontrolnya jauh belah. Ah,
Over to the left. It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. A corner it is then. number two then.
Saliba.
That has been knocked clear. Mbappe.
Ah,
And it's Bellingham. Messi. And Messi! It's hit the crossbar. Good looking ball.
ui,
Front-footed pressing going on here. And a droll. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Stojkovic.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's well spotted. Pedri. And here's Messi. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of
Sana
really
he.
nice
Ah,
passing.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Just about
80.314
up to the hour
spettatori.
now. And here's Mbappe. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Stojkovic. Chance! Kukçu gets good distance on it. Pedri. It's Bellingham. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Stojkovic. Messi. And here's Mbappe. Great vision. Well read. And the danger is averted.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Raul plays it in. Bellingham. Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. Out to the left it goes. He's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Kukçu. Raul. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, sweet feet. Raul. And he's there to belt it away.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 4.
Inter Milan have
Numero
their
16.
second corner now.
Numero 22. Numero 9. Lasciano il campo per il numero 5. Il numero
There's
3.
the shot!
Meledak.
It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Aku pas FC.
Won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
He has found the way through, and he's there to make the challenge. Roberto Carlos. And it's Camavinga.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Mbappe. Just a goal. Real chance! It's in! Just one goal in it now. Game on! Was there ever any doubt?
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And he's intervened well there. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Inter really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
They're
recupero.
avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Milan looking to pass their way through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic...
Kalian Yusek dong. Ngeri.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add, and it continues to hold its place.
Real chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Can he finish? Same again, same out.
Bahaya nah.
Just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of
Oh.
defence.
Matok ka Polemon ri.
Yes,
Andray.
that's the guilty party there. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Rodri. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking.
Oh, takes a shot! And that's cause for
Oh,
worry.
how you miss
Yeah,
it,
he may have
bro.
snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Xavi Alonso. Scholes. And here's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Scholes. Thinks about the shot. He's chosen to go back. Has a shot! He'll be quick to recover this. He won't be happy with that one. Tries to play it through. Big chance! Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Torres. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Nicely intercepted. Carvajal. And it's Iniesta. Kirkchu. Scholes. Can he finish?
Yang fit maju le pak.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Clean.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Tidak bisa di.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Iniesta threads one in. And the finish!
Ah,
He can get that clear.
Miri.
Oh, he's really drilled it. It's their second corner of the game. It's a decent clearance. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Carvajal. And he welcomes it in. It's a mighty effort! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Scholes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Hakimi chips it through. And he cuts out the supply. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Scholes.
Inter truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Nicely weighted ball.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Scholes. Iniesta.
Má cái gì anh đấy?
It's Xavi Alonso. And it's Robertson.
There will be 1 minute
Been
added
slung
time.
wide. No way through. Raul. He's away.
Tự nhiên Robos.
Now it's Torres. This looks promising. And that'll be the
Jago.
final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs
Coba metode
rousing at
tengah.
half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well read, nice interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Cerezo Osaka clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Iniesta, and he's picked out the run. Up he goes! Oh, he's hit the bar! Corner number 3 coming up. Looking for the run. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Robertson. Inter Milan, still this single goal behind. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Raul.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Nicely shaped ball. Rodri.
Ah,
He's a sharp little ball. Chance! It's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around.
Decent chance! Oh, taken with style. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's
wah, Nissan nih Korea.
It's a straight red. He has been
Aye.
given his marching orders. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Kachu! Well, he should have done better. And he
Jari
knows it.
itu. Main tackle.
Inter may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Carvajal. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Played back in. Now it's Mbappe. Picked out brilliantly. Kukcu.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He is through here. Tries a measured ball. Rijkaard deals with it now. A lot. And he shoots! It's in! Inter are back in business. Simplicity
Lepok.
itself.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too
Wah,
easy.
main tackle nih bre.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Robertson is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Kukcu is behind this one.
It's not a good idea in a
Kukcu! He's missed, but not by that far. Inter Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are right back on level terms. Camavinga.
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's Camavinga, and he's being shifted off it. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Raul. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position.
Sorry.
Iniesta. Carvajal. For Xavi Alonso. Scholes. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Lovely, now then. That is a crunching tackle. Hakimi gets it clear. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Kukçu.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Iniesta. 4 added minutes on the board. Carvajal does well to get it back. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Donnarumma. Oh, what's he done? He's shifting through the gears here. Great shot at goal! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable. That's that, the end.
Ngapa Mbappe?
Justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but
Terapa. Tidak apa.
what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. We have already started here.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Played back. Raul. And he's whipped. He's got full.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That looks a decent
Này là
goal.
cò sai.
Courtois claims comfortably. And here's Torres. Looking for the run. It's been played through. And he's lost, takes a shot! Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Now, can they get him away?
Mama tolong.
Oh, what has happened here? He has found the way through. And it's Kukçu.
À,
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Played
à
in
ghê
with
vậy.
purpose.
Kasih melengkung.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Belletti. Pedri. And it's Belletti.
Hmm.
He's found the way through. Hangs in across.
Itu dia.
Mighty effort. Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong foot.
It's Snyder! Vitinha. Inter Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Torres. And that is expertly dealt with. Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Rijkaard is onto this. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's got away. That is good strength. Oh, nice touch. Kukçu. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Raul really needed to concentrate.
And he shoots!
Bodohin orang.
Denied brilliantly.
Roberto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence.
Ay ya Allah.
Brilliant interception. He's going to be disappointed with that. Vitinha. Oh, that's a key interception. Conte. And here's Mbappe. And this is Bebeto. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Jelek numpan
Courtois
tadi.
is a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Conte. No way through. Turns back here, probably the best option. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Oh, good ball! And the shots! Taken with style! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Good ball, good take.
Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trick.
Tries a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Backward it goes. And it's Rodri. Belletti. Schneider.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's being urged to
Ci
shoot.
sarà un minuto di
And
recupero.
the shot! It's in! Deep into first half stoppage time. A crucial goal.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a seguire le indicazioni delle forze dell'ordine visualizzate a breve sul maxi schermo. Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 11, Fernando Torres. Numero 6, lasciano il campo per il numero 18, il numero 21, Griezmann.
Here we go again. Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Ah, he's fizzed it forward. And he was quick to react. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Vitinha. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Griezmann. Raul. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tries a measured ball. Up he goes! Harmlessly behind. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And Dijk makes the interception. Rodri. Raul. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. The most accurate pass.
Ah,
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
banyak gaya.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there
Ooh.
was no way through.
Oh, pantul. Griezmann. Hah? Caraan
He's
aja.
keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay
La
forward for
fuente di
now?
Well, I
quest'oggi
think
è di
he just is concentrating on the
80.314
shape here,
spettatori.
and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Hakimi. Gives it back. Played out towards the right wing. Can he get it through? Hakimi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Kokchu. The ball's gone astray. Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Pedri. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Nice interception, well timed. Rijkaard. It's Pedri. And it's Kokchu.
Umpa-umpa ban ya.
Mbappe. Rijkaard. Crunching tackle.
Crunching tackle.
It's Bebeto. That's been intercepted.
Ya.
Vitinha. Just about up to 75 minutes. He could be in here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Caceres cuts out the pass.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Main cantik, main cantik.
Vitinha.
Oh, wah.
Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. Vitinha. Now Mbappe. Oh, well measured. Now it's Raul. He's picked his way through. That's good play. Adams gets rid without sophistication. Conte looking for options for movement. The referee's awarded a free kick.
It's a fair. Fair good.
Rijkaard. And here's Kante. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Schneider.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Schneider was alert to the possibilities, but in the end... And there goes the final whistle. Inter Milan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Inter.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind
Pantos
and have
tadi
a
tuh.
clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Yamal, Haaland, now it's Mbappe. Vitinha, Raul, now it's Torres. Knocks it into space, he's being urged to shoot. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good take in a good area. Hakimi
Oof.
has it in a wide position. Climbs up big. It's a really well-measured ball. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks.
Vinicius Junior! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Semudah
Vinicius Junior is
itu.
offering a right smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Aduh.
Oh, didn't catch it right.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Corner number 2 then.
Pantul ya.
Terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Vitinha. Played out wide. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Ngelek.
No way through, so back it comes. Still goalless at the moment. Vinicius Junior tries to
Cantik.
shot.
Oh,
It's bounced back off the
pasar
post.
aku naruh.
Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's felt
Lambat
that,
di.
hasn't
Wih, kolong.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. It's Raul! And he has kept it out somehow.
Raul actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Roberto Carlos does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's
Alan.
Mbappe. And he welcomes it in. No, that's been intercepted. Vitinha. Ball played for Kokchu. Raul. Oh, what a ball! And he shoots! Goal! Inter! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass. And
Oh,
we've
wow.
got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Ketebak
Into Milan, and the shots!
Muhammad.
It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful...
Goes for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line
Shot.
here. That's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Hakimi. Saliba. And he has been fouled there.
Easy,
That's
man,
gonna be a
easy.
booking. Spread out to the left. Minamino. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on
Harusnya
its head.
ketebak.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Thank you.
Well,
Aduh.
this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is
Vinicius Junior!
Ih.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Looking for a runner. That pass isn't the best. And it's Kimmich.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Pass is short and sharp. And it's made sure that's not getting through. Raul. Nicely weighted ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Haaland.
Awas kena skrip anjir.
It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time.
yeah.
Skrip
And the
fix.
first half is done.
Skrip.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't
Suka
afford to
minyak.
get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not
Bagi
get
kirimu
knocked out.
pakai.
Shin to shin,
Aduh,
bicep to
nolak
bicep,
kali.
and he wins out. This looks promising. Now it's Mbappe, brilliantly cut out. Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's a good ball. He's only too happy to take that back. Kimmich.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Kukcu, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Griezmann. Tries to play it through.
Ay.
Nicked it back promptly. Griezmann!
Ay. Ginakur.
Shot could be a shooting
Sir.
chance! Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to
Nice.
go to the bench should the need arise.
Muhammad Rasulullah.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's going to be disappointed with that. Hakimi. Yamal. Griezmann. Roberto Carlos. And can he finish it? And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Inter Milan have their second corner now.
Offside eh.
Kochu's cross. Oh, that was vital. Divisi has the chance to go the other way. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Rodri. Oh, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Aduh, pakai itu masuk.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Mbappe, driving through the middle. Jimenez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe. Into the last quarter of an hour. Kochu, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. So much. He's had a shot! It's there! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and what many would...
Shoots!
Indonesia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Griezmann. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen,
Jemput
it's
bola,
got to
bos.
happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Haaland receives it in a decent chance!
Muhammad.
It's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute
Rocket.
gem! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Dapat.
Clinical. Big chance!
Sorry.
That was superb goalkeeping.
Griezmann
Right
really
now.
must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Inter Milan have their third corner. Kochu with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Kochu. Griezmann!
Tertutup
Well,
terus.
that's a race for the ball. Mbappe. Haaland.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Neymar.
Aduh, habis
Good
lagi.
ball through. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's come loose. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Habis bang, habis.
That's that, the end. Inter Milan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Germany against Inter.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola, someone who can dictate the tempo, and his appreciation of the game is a step above most.
Yeah, he's a thinking man's footballer, isn't he?
Indeed, and I'm really looking forward to watching him.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Raul. And here's Raul. He's being urged to shoot. Shot could be... He's had a shot!
Ish. Agak
Really nicely worked opportunity. That's some lovely exchanges.
The 1 and 2 touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talented technique of the highest standard.
Raul. Hakimi. Toss from Hakimi. It's been shipped out wide. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Reinders. Oh, just skips past his man. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Ay,
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
jari cunna.
It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Lucu sekali
Do you think
guys.
he's feeling the effects of that tackle?
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he? Oh, well done for him to take the shot on. He did at least hit the target.
Guardiola. Vitinha. Oh, well played, lovely. Vitinha driving forwards. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Distributed tidily. Ball driven to the rises! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Kimmich. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Vinicius Junior is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Still goalless at the moment. He's got away. Hit into the middle. Oh, what? And again! Goal! Inter! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And the finish! Really well taken goal. They are really
You not
good
my,
here,
you not
and
my
they have
level,
extended
bre.
their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Raul. Kupchu is always scanning the pitch for target. Vitinha! Brilliant by Vitinha! A A finish of true class. Again in a
Suren gak tuh? Suren gak tuh?
He gave it, and that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Hello, everybody, and
Buset. Divisi 1. 1000. Bandai kayaknya. Debil. Back A6 di tinggalan. Oh, tidak usah. Pengawalan tulis ya. Alessandro Del Piero. Last match.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And already we're underway here.
It's going to be a real pleasure to see the mercurial Alessandro Del Piero.
Genuine legend of the Italian game.
Yeah, the Del Piero zone was named after his trademark move of drifting out wide before easing inside to aim at the far post, and he can play in any advanced position.
Knocks it out wide. He's picked his way through. Cross into the box. Oh, it's Dembele. Looking for options for movement. He might be in here. He's through. It takes a shot. And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Norway with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Van Dijk. And it's Pedri. Cafu. And it's Del Piero. Driving through the middle. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Nyaman jadi rawa malah kasi.
And claimed it back swiftly. This is Dembele.
Nyam na rawa na ero.
Dembele finds himself offside. He's not got that quite right. And the ball is out of play. Nicely aimed pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Taken back almost at once. Pedri.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Cafu. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Kupchu. Fernando Torres is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Mbappe. And here's Dembele. In with the challenge. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri. Del Piero. Del Piero! Vitinha. And Hakimi. Raul. Del Piero. Del Piero was steaming forward. Kupchu. And it's Roberto Carlos. Rodri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Del Piero. Now it's Del Piero. Looking to play him in. Somewhat off target. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Mbappe. Oh, this is a great position. Chance for a shot! He
Anjir.
scored!
Malas
Well,
ulas
that's very much
Karim.
changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of...
Just the goalkeeper to beat.
Bersih,
he's done that
Cok.
all wrong, and it's a penalty. Inter Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Donnarumma, in the context of the game, he must save it.
Panen kah?
Running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now.
And a chance! It's what has happened here?
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And here's Roberto Carlos.
Aduh, coba.
And he's managed to get rid.
Cara
And Dyke
ini apa sih?
calmly anticipates.
Ayo.
That's an imaginative pass. There's the whistle for half-time.
Del Piero.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 22, numero 6. Lasciano il campo per il numero 7, il numero 18.
Underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey
Ranking
either.
seribu.
So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kukçu. Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Wan-Bissaka. Pedri. And here's Mbappe.
Del Piero.
Great vision. Kukçu. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fabinho. Pedri. He's a sharp little ball here. No, again there's
Mbappe,
no way through.
Mbappe.
Mbappe. Shot a goal!
Anjir,
And it's
langkah promo.
And the lead is extended still further.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Norway find a position of real strength now.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And he was quick to react.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players
Tidak ada
aren't
opsi,
dropping
Cok.
back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I
Satu
suppose.
tuh motor.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Raul.
Enggak.
Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Del Piero. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Ranking
Pedri,
1000.
who does have an assist to his name.
Ada. Dah.
Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kukçu. It's Camavinga. Now it's Torres.
Satu tuh semua ya. Cuma betul.
Rodri. Oh, good read.
He read that
iya.
really well and stopped it.
Nggak ada interceptnya ini.
Mbappe does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe gets flagged offside.
Jika kocong.
Del Piero. Almost 75 minutes on the
Nggak
clock now.
bisa juga di press.
Always onto this. That's a simple one for the keeper.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he put himself into a great position.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Norway are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Tries to pass it through. And that's played in low. Saliba gathers from the goal kick. Dembele going face to face with his great rival. Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Mbappe.
Inter are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
And it's Kukcu. And here's Mbappe. Raul. Shot could be on. Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Dembele is... It's Dembele! No mistake! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
Del Piero really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Il quarto minuto indica
Gets his
2
hands on
minuti
it,
di recupero.
and the danger is averted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. 2 minutes to be added on. Raul. Roberto Carlos delivers. And it's claimed by the keeper. And that will be the final act. Inter Milan have very little in the way of excuses
Nah, gitu
here.
belajar.
Simply having no...
Belajar. Set. Set. Terlalu banyak instruksi tadi tuh.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And
chance! He's delivered all right!
well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They
Kucing
just didn't
garong.
anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rodri does well to get it back. Nicely intercepted. Cruyff. This is promising. Pinches it off him. He's under a lot of pressure there.
Ibrahimovic really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Vitinha, Kupchu. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Torres. Rodri. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And this is Raul. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Oh, that's well spotted. Vitinha. Kupchu. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Now it's Messi. And he's been shifted off it. Inter Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Gently done. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Mbappe. Kvaratskhelia receives it in a good position here. Can he get on the end of this? Let's make sure that's not getting through. Hakimi was steaming forward. Hakimi stood his ground strongly. Plays it in low. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Crossed in, gets his head on it! Cafu gets good distance on it. Now Saliba. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He is through here. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, look at the space here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Kvaratskhelia tries a shot! He has it! They are right back in business!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now this could be a chance. And a chance! Goal!
Biasanya pada skrip atau
And
bukan?
they've got their lead back.
Kenapa mudah begitu, bro?
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Into Milan, it's Ibrahimovic! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Kokchu. Now it's Torres. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now it's Torres. Messi. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cruyff. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away!
Wabu nih pecah.
We are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Shot a goal! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. We're already back up and running after half-time. He's Ibrahimovic! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Bastoni calmly anticipates. Kvaratskhelia, very much a man of this moment. And the shot! He's got it all! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we and Torres! It's bounced back off the post. Rijkaard. Kvaratskhelia is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Inter Milan needing a change of fortune here. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe puts his foot on the gas. And Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Raul. Probing pass. Breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, that's well seen too. That ball looks a good one. Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mbappe! Kukcu. Raul. No, that's been intercepted. Cruyff. Tries to play it through. And he cuts out the supply. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Threads one in. Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? Vitinha, who's set up one goal so far. Raul. Now it's Torres. He's had it taken off him.
Sejak kapan kau Reska lihat dia
Really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that is expertly dealt with.
Kita datang kasi.
Just eases him off the ball. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well read, and the danger is averted. Bastoni gets it clear. Ibrahimovic. Cruyff ploughing through the middle. And Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kvaratskhelia. Good running, strong and purposeful.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Into the channel.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Roberto Carlos. It's a sharp pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's in a great position here.
What a
So that's it. It is all over. Into the land, illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looks so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
Oh, bisa menang nih. Batistuta lagi, Rizka, aduh. Tony Adams. Yes, kan bang.
Football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation. 100,000 plus in unison. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I think Theo Hernandez is one of the most exciting fullbacks in the game. Rarely have I seen a player display all the qualities needed in a complete fullback at such a tender age, and at a time where the role of the fullback is even more crucial. He really is a diamond.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Terkatung. Aims beyond the defence. Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it. And
Lewat
he's there.
Meto.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. Palmer. One time, excellent interception.
Nice back kill.
Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Fernando Torres. And the shot! Good run, lovely take.
Mana dia pakai tadi itu
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Neymar tries to clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be a chance. And this is Messi. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Tony Adams.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Melapar aja ini
Now it's
asuh.
Neymar. That's a shade optimistic. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Hakimi. Rodri. And here's Torres. Skillfully cut
kesana
out.
lagi.
He is so at ease on the ball. Not the most accurate pass.
Wah. Emang gak ada, Cok.
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Oke.
Raul going face to face with his great rush. Shoots! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Shot could be on.
Itu.
There's the header! Goal! Inter! And there is the big 200. Everybody reminds him what he has gone and done. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. The message is clear, none shall pass. And it's Vitinha. Raul. A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Raul can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
It's their second corner of the game.
Torres.
Really well cleared. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that was
Kerentam
vital.
aja itu.
Roberto Carlos proves just a little bit too strong.
Just a little bit too strong. Pandik.
Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And the finish!
Kena shoot,
And
bro.
he comes up trumps again.
Passing.
Corner number 3 coming up. Kukchu plays it short. They want to be quick to recover this. He's had a shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's intervened well there. Kukchu is always looking to break lines. Oh, good spread. Now the ball in.
Shoot, bro, shoot.
Rice tries to pass it through. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Shot, surely! He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Señores, señores.
And so we're off again.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about
Aneh,
themselves, so I
Benny.
don't think the manager has seen anything to
Dari
change
ruang
in
lah.
his half-time team talk.
He's on it. Can he get away?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Griezmann. Vitinha. Oh, super ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Inter Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And he's had a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Apaan, Cok?
Messi. And Messi! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Rijkaard driving through the middle. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away.
Tackle
I'm not
di.
quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as
Right.
he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Somewhat off target. Griezmann. Oh, important interception. Vinicius Junior might just make this. Kukchu. Kukchu. Spread it left. In towards the back. It's a mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He has found a way through. Vitinha. Looking to play him in. Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so
Kasih
well.
lengket kah boy.
Clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona have their third corner. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Threads one in. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Can he get on the end of this? He's being urged to shoot. Big chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! He's missed, but not by that far.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Goes to finish! Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more. That was easy, almost too easy.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Looking for options for movement. That's really well manoeuvred. Neymar. Good play on the left-hand side here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Knocks it into space. Kupchu. Rodri. Here's Palmer. Very much into the last knockings.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Well, that's well spotted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. The pass has gone astray.
Habrá 2 minutos de
It is
descuento.
over the line. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Time added on will be 2 minutes. It's an inviting looking ball, that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Looking for the run. Pass is just off target. And
Dah
that
guys.
is that.
Thank you very much.
Inter Milan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle they